Hi guys and welcome. My name's Matt Mastrella and I'm the Crypto Hunter. Along with me as always is my buddy Skeleton and my other buddy Hunter. Anyway, tonight we're going after one of the scariest, most vile, evil cryptos of all time. Billie Eilish. It's not Billie Eilish.
I don't know, man. Definitely sounds like Billie Eilish to me.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. What?
Can you do the dishes? Thank you.
Come on, let's tune our weapon.
What's the sound moving through the ages? What's the sound turning over pages? Rock! Talking about rock! We live to rock! We live to rock! Our kind of music only our style!
Guys, tonight we're not going after Billie Eilish. We're going after one of the earliest and quite possibly scariest cryptos of all time, the dreaded Bloody Mary. Now, there are many different opinions on what spirits you actually summon when you play this game, but there's always 3 easy steps you must follow, and they must be done in your bathroom for some reason. Anyway, 1, light candles. 2, you have to look in a mirror, your bathroom mirror, for some reason. 3, you must say Bloody Mary 3 times, although some insist it is 13 times. We're going to do both in this episode because I will leave no stone unturned, unless it's, of course, stone number 4, which wants me to put human blood on a Barbie doll and leave it in the woods. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm playing this game the way it was originally supposed to be played, by following these rules and doing it in a poorly lit, smelly bathroom. A smelly bathroom, bruh? Oh yeah. Let's get down to business. Here are our 2 studies for this evening. First is Mary Tudor, known literally throughout history as Bloody Mary. She was the OG. She was the only surviving child of Henry VIII and his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. There was only one problem in Mary's sad life, and that's that she was born a girl. At that time in history, women were considered unfit to rule and looked at as less rational than men. King Henry VIII, being the stud that he is, decided to move on from Catherine and actually move on to her best friend Anne Boleyn, her maid of honor, someone she trusted. Being Catholic at the time, though, that led to a little complication that Henry ran into, and that's that divorce wasn't something you could do in Las Vegas for $40 in a dirty parking lot.
Research!
Henry turned his back on the Catholic Church and declared himself and England separate to them, marrying Anne and pushing Mary and Catherine further into the background of his life. To add insult to injury, Henry converted to the Protestant religion, cutting ties with the Catholic faith. Mary was crushed. Hey, wake up! What happened? What day is it? Christmas Day?
Man, this is really scary. I think there's some crap in my pants.
Okay, Anne could not live up to her promise of a male heir either. However, the only child she bore was a girl who they named Elizabeth. Anne's inability to produce a male heir led to her demise. She was charged with treason and incest and put to death. Henry VIII eventually set his sights on yet another woman. Her name, Jane Seymour. No, guys, it wasn't Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. Although I do want you to go and ask your mother or grandmother, who's Dr. Quinn, medicine woman? I want you to film the reaction, and I want you to send it to me. That would really make my day. No, Jane Seymour turned out to be the only woman that could give Henry VIII what he wanted, a male heir to his throne. The name, Edward VI, although his reign was not long. He eventually died at the young age of 15. He was coughing up black phlegm, blood. And on his deathbed, he told his tutors, "I am glad to die." This is when Mary took over. Always in the back, plotting, scheming, trying to get back into the limelight. When Mary took power, she was filled with vengeance and anger. And over the course of her 5-year reign, she put 280 Protestants to death by burning them alive at the stake. A truly horrific death. A fire is lit under you and around you. There's a crowd of people watching this. If you're lucky, you'll die from smoke inhalation, or your trachea will become so badly damaged by the heat that you'll eventually suffocate. Still, your nerves will eventually burn away, so you won't be able to feel any pain. And if you didn't die from smoke inhalation, you'd have the privilege of watching your body being burned. Mary didn't have such a great time either, however. She desperately wanted an heir. Her body tricked itself into being pregnant, or showing at least signs of being pregnant. Her belly extended. All the signs were there, but a baby was not to come. Just a cruel joke pulled on.
I don't know, not really scary. Kind of sad and tragic.
True, she's not a horrific figure. She's a monster born of circumstance, and is someone to definitely be pitied. But let's summon her in my bathroom. Okay, guys. Here we go. Bloody Mary. 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 Where'd the towel go? Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Get off. All right, guys. No more screwing around. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes. The person I think is completely responsible for this entire Bloody Mary business. The one, the only Elizabeth Bathory. Born in Hungary and into privilege in 1560, she suffered from severe epilepsy and was prone to finding acts of violence thoroughly hilarious. At 15, she married Frank Neteste. He was a fierce soldier who often took pleasure in his conquests, known to torture and even impale his prisoners on stakes as a display of his cruelty. Frank would often instruct his wife on how to handle her servants. He bought her a glove encased in studs, spikes, that she would use to scar their faces if they got out of line. Sometimes she would take a pair of scissors and cut the webbing in between their fingers. When Frank died, it got even worse. She would sometimes tie people to a stake and leave them outside, cover them in honey for 3 days as rodents, bees, insects ate them alive. Others she would encase their feet in ice and leave them outside till they froze to death. She would poke them with needles, drink their blood, bite their skin. It was said that at her dinners, if a servant got too close reaching for a dish to take away, she would latch on like a rabid dog, rip the flesh from them and eat it. And it wasn't just their arms either. Sometimes she'd get their face and rip the flesh from their cheek. She used to farm the nearby villages, looking for young girls that wanted a better opportunity. A better opportunity beyond the castle walls. That gave her an unlimited supply of victims, and at the end, all told, she killed about 600 people. And that is why it is my firm belief that when playing this game, you don't say Bloody Mary 3 times. Why would you say Bloody Mary 3 times? That's not the demon you want. Elizabeth is the demon. That's the one you want to summon. That's the one you want to bring in. You say Bloody Elizabeth 3 times, and I'm going to prove it tonight. Let's go. Okay, guys, here we go. Bloody Elizabeth. Bloody Elizabeth. Bloody Elizabeth. A bunch of bullshit. Oh, sure, blame me. Anyway, guys, look, thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please like to subscribe. Even better, look, we're going to be doing a lot of fun videos like this. We're also going to be doing some actual ghost hunting, and even better, telling true ghost stories. If you have a true ghost story, please send it to cryptohunter283@gmail.com. I'll review it, and maybe even get you on the show. Guys, thanks again for watching. It means the world to me. Bye-bye.